what does the 90% look like to get you to the 10% of the game?
Yeah, physically, I got to make sure I'm above all my peers. So I'm working on my game on the field. Mentally, I'm sharpening it by I'm in my playbook, studying, I'm watching myself, watching other people. Spiritually, I got to talk to God every day. I never really ask. I don't beg. I just thank him for everything.
Oh, wait. Welcome to Comfortable Conversations. I'm your host, Jas Kirk, where we dive into the greatest gift life can offer us, discomfort. These honest yet comfortable conversations we will have are essential as your life is your canvas. In each episode, I will share practical wisdom and personal stories that guide you through life's big questions, encouraging growth, self-discovery, and deeper connections in your everyday life. Today's Comfortable Conversations is about discomfort, but we're going a bit deeper into becoming. What if you're still figuring it out? You're still figuring out who you are because you're still growing. You still have a lot of life left. We're going to talk about confidence as a tool for mental health, navigating change, pressure, family dynamics, expectations, and the unspoken emotional lives of youth and male athletes. Speaking up and staying grounded. And so this leads me right into today's guest. He is not only 19 years old, but already a Division I athlete, a student of the mind, and a young man with a powerful message about confidence and mental health. Today, I welcome Taz Williams Jr. He is a wide receiver for the Baylor Bears, majoring in public health and minoring in entrepreneurship. He's already speaking on and living in entrepreneurship. He's from Pittsburgh and he's moved to Dallas, and he has immersed himself in sports his entire life. So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome Taz. How you doing, Taz?
I'm good. I'm doing good. How about you?
I am doing amazing. I am so happy to have you here today.
Oh, yeah, thank you for having me.
I'm extremely happy that, this opportunity presented itself. I know we've had previous conversations about just where you are at to be able to wish to actually speak about mental health, mental wellness, what you're doing as an athlete, what you wish to do after the game. I think that's really powerful. So, yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. It's like something I always want to do, just give back to everybody. Just talk about all the stuff I be going through. Because everybody think, from the outside looking in, things are so perfect with everybody. But it's really not, because just everybody deal with things differently, and they deal with stuff like everybody else in the world.
Yeah. My first question, and I always ask every single guest this because I know the topic of discomfort, just like you said, everybody's going through something. Everybody's growing through something.
Yeah.
So we all have commonality. When me and Taz have had conversations, that commonality component, he is so big on speaking about the human race as one, more than we're all different from each other. We got similar stories. We just need to share them. And so, Taz, what discomfort really met you that it's created this version of yourself that sits here right now?
Really say moving away from my family, because I moved when I was 11 years old. Mm-hmm. Just moving away. Not saying you had to pick a side of don't want to be on my mom's side or be on my dad's side. It's like at that point, it's just I got to do what's best for me. I can't. So
when you say, don't mean to cut you off. So when you say moving away from your family, describe what were you moving away, the dynamic.
Yeah. So all of my family's still in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Well, I got some in just other parts of the country, other parts of the world, but my main circle, my mom, my siblings, they're still, my grandparents still back home. I moved with my dad, my stepmom, and she was pregnant with my little sister. So we moved down. My grandma came with me on my dad's side. So we all moved, and it was that's one side of me.
Yeah.
Because my family is split. So I took my mom's side and my dad's side. It's not like they're joined together. So it's like I have two families. And once I moved, it was like, dang, I'm away from what I've been around my whole life.
Yeah.
I really just shaped me to who I am today. Because at that point now, like when it came to picking a school, I was able to go anywhere in the country because I lived away from my mom and I lived away from my dad. So it was not like
You're not
hard for me.
tethered
Yeah,
to
I'm not hard.
anything.
Like it wasn't hard for me to be away from neither of them.
So when your family that you did come with decided, your dad and your stepmom, was it opportunity that they saw here?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
most definitely. It was just better jobs for them, better housing, just and sports too. Cause we moved the sports. I moved down here, and then it was like it just took off.
Football is everything in Texas.
Man,
Like they don't
yeah,
play.
we came down here. It was like they doing football all year round. Like I never heard of that.
Yeah, same.
Never
I
heard
come
of
from
that.
Chicago, and it's like we got football when football season's on.
Exactly.
After
Yeah,
that,
football, and then once the time comes, you doing another sport, basketball or something. Well, for me, like wrestling is big up there, so I wrestled, played baseball, basketball, and then by that time it's back football season. Here, I came here, it's football January through January,
yeah,
all year.
you're like, do y'all take a break? Should I pick another sport? I can't go do another sport. It's
Exactly.
football. But
Exactly, it's football all year round.
so what made you, I know the beautiful opportunity that's here for football, and you're coming at such a young age. What development was happening during that time? Like you said, it was easy for you to pick a school that you can be away from your family because you had built this perseverance to be on your own. But
Yeah.
what cultivated that? What was happening when you were between 11 to 19?
Just really moving because I stayed with my mom for a little bit too. Like after I moved, really just communicating all the information I was getting. Like I'm on my own already, telling them what's going on. And then once I moved back with my mom, it was like the same thing with my dad. So it helped me build that skill with my dad too. And at that point, it was like I could do it with both of them. I could communicate with both of y'all what's going on, what's happening. Then just curious, just kept increasing, just without the knowledge and just without knowledge they was giving me and information. Then after that, it just became easy.
Okay. You shared football here was January to January. Yeah. What's happening when you're outside of the actually playing on the field? High school, you're going to class, but then you're playing on Fridays, Saturdays. What is it like those other days, months? What training and things are happening?
Training is all day, every day.
Okay.
Like, every day. Everyday thing. I don't really take no off days because it's something you work for. Like, been playing since I was 5 years old. Okay. So this is what I've been wanting. So I got to take advantage of it. I got to train every day, make sure I'm the best.
So what are you physically, what are you training and doing mentally, emotionally, spiritually? What does that look like to get you to the game? What does the 90% look like to get you to the 10% of the game?
Yeah, physically, obviously, I'm working on my craft with my trainer. I got to make sure I'm above all my peers. So I'm working on my game on the field. Mentally, I'm sharpening it I'm in my playbook. I'm studying. I'm watching myself, watching other people. Spiritually, I got to talk to God every day. Yeah. Got to, because without him, I'm nothing. Like, I'm not going to be nothing without him. He like leads me through everything. Yeah. And I talk to him even when things going good, even when stuff going bad. I just thank him. I never really ask. I don't beg. I just thank him for everything.
Oh, wait. You said I just ask.
No, I said I don't ask. I just thank him for everything.
You just thank him. Yeah. Okay. Break that practice out. I think I know a lot of people go to God is ask, believe, receive. Why just thank? Why just gratitude?
Because I feel like without him, I'm nothing. Like, just me waking up, just me taking my breath right now, breathing right now, it's him. So I just thank him for everything he's doing. Even if it's bad, I just thank you because he sees something I don't.
It's enough. Like, you already see he's done enough. Yeah. That you don't, like.
I don't judge him. I don't judge at all. If something bad, like my senior year, I tore my meniscus the second game of the season. It's something I worked forward. Like, I was looking forward to my senior year. I tore my meniscus. I'm like, okay, thank you. Maybe he sees something I didn't. Then the doctor was like, yeah, you had a small tear in there before. I'm like, maybe this is just him just getting me ready for college. I come in stronger. Just going through a little adversity right now. Just for me to get through it before like something bad happened in college, I'm able to get through something like this, then I'll be able to know how to cope with it. So
I think I know what you just said is so powerful. It's adults who don't have that mindset, right? And so something helped you begin to cultivate that shift, and was that just daily practice
Yeah.
of being you talking to God, and then the shift happened, or was it a circumstance that happened that was like, there's no other, I can't think this way anymore, I have to think positive, I have to have a growth mindset?
I really say it was just daily, every day, going to church, talking to them, being around good people that's spiritually good, just being
Who's
around them.
define those spiritually good people?
I say one of my friends, Charles Taplin. He's
Okay.
a receiver at Michigan State right now.
Okay.
He'll like me and him. We'll talk about we'll just go through, just talk about Bible verses every day, and then he just helped me really a lot. I ain't gonna lie, he helped me because
Yeah.
at first I didn't know what I was really doing, and then he helped me, taught me how to talk to him, how to read my Bible and everything, take notes.
Okay.
Then I was just doing that every day. Then it just became something naturally. Is
faith a core part? It's a core value for you, like that foundation. It's
it
faith
is.
Yeah,
of course.
It's the first.
Yeah, of course it is. I'm telling you, without that, I'm nothing. So
yeah,
I just believe that, and then everything's gonna fall into place after that.
Yeah, everything you said was just extremely powerful. I'm gonna go back to, I never ask him for anything. I don't beg. And if we leave here with nothing, like, y'all got it. Like, that is the takeaway. Like, so often we're going to God, the universe, or whatever, as if it's unaware of the circumstance we're in.
Yeah.
And I asked, was there a moment that you were like, I can think no other way. I can do it no other way than this. Like I always say, pain pushes until the vision pulls.
Yeah.
And so sometimes people connect with faith because that's the only other option, is either this way or that way. And you're like, I can't keep going back to that one. But your mindset in this at 19 years old is like, there's only greatness that can come from this, because your mindset is already set on gratitude from the moment you open your eyes. It's like, thank you, God. Which that's how this morning, when I tell you, I just wake up and I'm like, man, God, thank you.
Yeah.
I don't even know how you put me in the rooms you put me in. I'm really not sure how you orchestrated connecting me to the people that you connect me to, but thank you.
Exactly. That's how it is. Y'all just got to thank him. I don't know, something. Then my pops, too. He's like, because I ain't going to lie, like growing up, the only time I went to church was on Easter. And I'll go to sleep in church. I ain't going to lie. I'll go to sleep. We
all did.
So, because I didn't really know nothing at all.
Yeah.
And then I started getting older, just being around the right people. And me and my pops started getting closer to God and everything. Just made everything a lot easier.
That's when people talk about community. To me, community is your immediate circle, right? It's not seeking external, let's go do all these things. It's who can I be with? Be my greatest, wholest, purest, unperfect self. Clumsy, goofy, all of that. And they're just like, Jas, come, you know what? Just go ahead, sit down. Don't touch nothing. But you need that circle, and I keep saying community because it's clear that faith is at your foundation, but the people also. And if you don't have discernment, if you don't have enough discernment, I'll say this, you will not be able to see people who are not for you, and they'll put on this mask and be like, I'm so for you. And you're like, bro,
they're really not.
You are not.
Exactly.
You are like not. Your mask, everything you wear, the clothes, everything, you are a distraction. And so it's super powerful to see that the people who are like for you, who pour into your core.
They've been the same people my whole life.
Yeah.
Same, probably handful of people I could probably count.
Yeah.
On one hand, probably the same people that would mess with my whole life. Ain't nobody been fake or nothing. They ain't show like no double sided or no hatred or nothing. It just been all love.
So what does the fact that you have the people that you see that don't show that, explain to us when you're able to clearly see, because you have this clear vision, how are you able to clearly see the people who may have ill intentions, and what do you do? How do you move around that?
Really, I really don't even try to, like, when it comes to stuff like that, I really don't even try to let nobody in my close circle, really. So it's
Oh,
really like,
you're a little closed off.
yeah, basically, like I'm gonna talk to you and everything, but it's like you're not gonna get that type of relationship out of me unless like it's just something we built for a long time, or I can feel like an instant click or something. But usually, I don't really talk to really new people really unless it's like business or something.
Yeah, I heard a dear friend of mine, a black man, he said, my vulnerability isn't for
Yeah,
everybody.
exactly.
So I really don't let everybody in. I'm social, but
Yeah,
not everybody's a friend. And then culturally, you think you have so many Instagram followers, you have so many likes, but that doesn't mean those followers are not your friends.
exactly. My pops tell me that all the time. He was like, "There's people that probably follow you that don't like you." I'm like, "Yeah, I already know." Like, I don't know. There's probably people out there that don't like you that like your posts, text you all the time, telling you they're proud of you and everything. They probably just don't like you. They're probably hating on you because they don't got what you got. I'm like, dang, I never even thought about that. And then I looked at it. I'm like, yeah, there ain't no way all these people like me. So I always got to think like, yeah, you don't like me, or you have some type of hatred or something towards me. So I can't really assume that everybody's gonna be my friend. So that's another reason why I'm a little
Yeah.
closed off.
Okay. That's when it comes to, I'm going to get into just statistics around youth and their mental health. It sounds like you have, when I said faith, and then you have your family, but family being community. I
Yeah.
say that because you have, you know, you come from divorce, you come from building your own, I have friends who are family to me
Yeah.
in a way that is
Yeah.
like,
Facts. Yeah.
if you could be around my mom, my dad, you
Yeah.
my
I had
family.
people, close friends. I call them my cousin. Feel like it's my
Yeah.
brother or something.
Yeah.
Just my brother from another mother or something.
So and we've already talked about, like, when it comes to social media, you can differentiate, like, yeah, I have 300 plus thousand followers, but these are not 300,000 friends, right? And then you have statistics that there's a lot of youth who are socially anxious. There's a lot of youth that, social media greatly impacts their well-being.
Yeah.
The likes matter, the views matter. So how did you, and what did you do to step away from that? And I think this question, like, your being, I can tell your mindset is there, your growth, you have such a growth mindset. And even when you shared, like, you may not be open, your awareness is just different. You have an openness, but when you're aware, you can already see people from a mile away.
Yeah.
And when you see people, you're like, I see
Yeah,
who you
I'm
are. I'll
good.
let you
Yeah,
be,
I'm
but I
good.
see who you are.
Yeah.
But how do you share to other people your age or maybe older or whatever it is, like, differentiating, like, hey, this is what's online, this is what's real life, and this is how you keep going?
Yeah, I really don't try to get carried away like the online persona at all, because anybody could make it seem like they're a millionaire, they're the most successful person in the world on social media. Because it's social media, you don't really know what's going on behind closed doors. Like, you can see somebody post up in a Lamborghini, you think, oh, that's their car. Meanwhile, it could be a rental, or it could be a friend's car. You never know. So
I learned that
yeah,
you can rent, and, like, actually
yeah, exactly.
I actually learned there's, like, apps that you can,
Yeah,
like,
you can rent all that.
yeah, I didn't know. I was like, why are the people doing this?
Just so it could have that persona on
Yeah.
social media that they're living a certain lifestyle that they're really not. So I really don't get carried away in that. That's why I want to tell people, don't really get carried away in the online persona at all, because you never know. Like I said, what's going on behind closed doors. Somebody could just be faking it so they can seem like they're living some type of way. So I really don't get carried away in it, really.
Yeah. Who do you want people to know you as, like Taz, outside of football?
Just a genuine person that you can just relate to, really. I'm a normal person just like everybody else. We all bleed the same. Even if I have this many followers or I'm this good at football or you look at me this way, we still walk the same, talk the same, use the bathroom the same. We're just the same in general. So I try to just tell people I'm a regular person. You can just look at me as a normal person.
Yeah. When you speak and how your energy is, there's this confidence, and we've talked about that before, that, like, something you pride yourself on is your
Yeah.
confidence. So talk about that more for us.
Yeah, the confidence part. I feel like without that, like, I feel like me personally, I won't succeed in life because you automatically, so say you go into a fight and you automatically think you're gonna lose, you probably gonna lose. But if you go in there like, yeah, I feel like Mike Tyson, I'm gonna go in there, I'm gonna go beat him, I'm gonna go win,
Yeah.
and then it's gonna tell your mind, your body, like, okay, we got a chance. Even if you don't really think it, you just gotta believe it and tell yourself that. I tell myself I'm a diamond, like diamonds are made on pressure. So I tell myself I'm a diamond, and then my confidence shoot through the roof, and then I just feel more successful with everything I do. Even if I don't feel like I'm doing it the best, my confidence will just make it feel like I'm doing it 1,000 times better than what I'm actually doing it.
Yeah, the
That
pressure
makes
is a
sense. Yeah.
blessing.
Yeah.
Yeah. You gotta, the hardship, they say if it's hard, it'll eventually get easy. But if it's
Exactly.
easy, it's always gonna get harder because you
Yeah.
never
You never want
built.
nothing super easy. Because
Yeah.
like something hard, you can easily work to make it easy. If it's easy and once it become hard, you're not gonna know what to do.
Yeah. You haven't cultivated the skills, the perseverance to get through it.
Yeah, exactly.
You just you begin to make excuse. You just don't cultivate the skill set to keep going.
Yeah.
As you were talking about that confidence piece, and like if you go into something and you say I can't do it, I remember watching years ago when Floyd Mayweather, I forgot who he was about to fight, and they were interviewing
Mhm.
both of the guys, and Floyd, the one thing he said was, I don't go into anything thinking I'm going to lose. I don't put any of my energy there.
Exactly.
I put all of my energy into all the ways that I'm going to win.
Mhm.
And it's like that mindset. I hear that mindset
Yeah,
in
you
you
gotta
of
have
like,
that.
you have to have like, I'm going to win this way, this way, this way, this way, this way. And the odds will reward you. Everything's going to
Exactly.
be in your favor.
Exactly. You can't never think that you're gonna lose at anything in life because if you think like that, you probably gonna become a loser. And if you win, you're probably gonna be a winner. So, or if you think about winning, or you think about how you're gonna succeed, that's probably what you're gonna be. You're probably gonna be successful in life. You just got to like I'm big on manifesting. I never say if I do this, I be like when. Like when I do this, it's gonna become this. I don't never say
It's
if.
fact.
Yeah.
If, then when. When, then it's going to happen.
Yeah.
But speak on, though you've stacked all the odds to win.
Mm.
What happens when you do lose in the game? What happens if you don't reach the goal? What is your mindset then?
You gotta try again. You gotta try again, really, because you gotta shoot for higher than what you really want to go for. So, say you want to go for the moon, you gotta shoot for the stars. Because even if, like my pops told me, he's like, you gotta shoot for the stars, even if you want to reach the moon. Because if you fall short, you're still at your goal. And if you shoot higher and you succeed in what your goal was, then you succeeded even more than what you wanted to be.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I like that. So you just gotta shoot higher for everything. And if you fall short, you gotta try again and find out how to do it a better way. And yeah.
But I love that. But then I also wonder, like, then does sadness hit you? Does hardship hit you? How long does, you didn't reach what you thought? What does that process look like of when you go inward, when you're thinking about your mental health, your physical health, spiritual, social? What does that start to look like? Because sometimes I think people can hear this and say, well, that's easier said than done, Taz.
Yeah, it is.
It's easy to say, oh, man, we lost the game. But tomorrow, I got to get up and work, but that hurt. That sucks. There's grief there. Like, what is that moment of like, I get it. I feel you. And then I think you say that all the time of like, we're all human. We're not perfect, but unpack that like messy middle.
Yeah, we all gonna make mistakes. We're all gonna fall short sometimes, but you can't really let the past just dwell on you really because it's over at that point. You did what you could do. Now it's just what can you do to improve it or make it better. That's how I think about it. And me, if stuff don't go right, you gotta talk to God. That's what I do. Like when I played my 2 games my senior year, I sat in the car after both games. I was crying. I don't never cry. just crying to him, sitting to him, just talking to him like a regular person, just asking him what's going on, and just thanking him again, because you never know when like your last of anything could be your last. Like how mine was, mine got cut short. Like something I've been working for so long got cut short. You never know. So I don't know. I just go in. I just try to just do my best the next time.
So step one is go back to your foundation of your faith. Like, I got to talk to God. I cry. You let it out. Do you let the people who are surrounded near you in? Like, or is this just a solo?
Me, it was solo at the time. Me. But if it's, like, if they're around, I don't know, just how I feel sometimes. But really, it'll be a solo thing, so I can deal with it by myself. I don't want no other input really to tell me how I should feel or how I'm supposed to feel when it comes to my feelings.
Yeah.
So that's why I like to be solo sometimes when it comes to stuff like that. Because my emotions is something I try to keep from people, really. Like, when it comes to tears, like, I tell people, I don't really get mad. You're going to see me with a smile on my face all the time. I don't really, like you're not going to see me get mad at all.
But I think that's, as Black men, y'all are kind of taught that. Culturally, you're told, like, nobody really leaves room for you to cry.
Yeah.
Nobody really leaves room for your emotions to be anything besides happy. Mm. And if you're angry or whatever, they're like, oh, my God.
Yeah. Exactly.
The angry Black man, the Hulk. But it's like even as a Black woman, I'm like, I cry. Like, sometimes I'm just like, what's that? I don't know. I feel sad right now. Like, you got to let the emotions rise and feel them. But I think it's really cool that you are sitting with them and allowing them to be what they are. But I still encourage you. You have to be able to open up even to your core people. Because, and for listeners, life is not meant to go alone. And I really want you guys to make sure what you're hearing him say is not there. There's a moment of solitude, and you have to be able to be still with yourself, like yourself when you're by yourself. Let the emotions arise, feel them, address them. Sometimes you don't really need to attach to them. It's just a thought coming and you got to let it pass. But you also still need to share with your community, your people, your core, because that's really important. Like Taz, you're like a monster that is like, you've cultivated a mindset and you're surrounded by people who've poured into you enough that you have the emotional intelligence and resilience to keep going and unpack it and let it go and get up the next day or days later or whatever it is. But there are a lot of kids your age. There are a lot of adults who struggle with that. Even being able to sit and have this, we're smiling, but it's an uncomfortable topic. Like, nobody wants to say, like, I struggle. I'm not perfect. Behind this, behind social media, behind my everyday, it's like, it's celebrated to say, I got 101 things to do. I go to this party. I go to this thing. And you're like, I be chilling, with like 5 people. I can count on my hand. And I think that's beautiful. I think it's powerful. But even as a Black man, and how young you are, the more you speak on this, the more you connect with people, that's going to be your superpower. And so keep doing what you're doing, man. Like, because it's like, I'm sitting next to him like, oh my God. Sometimes hard things happen to me and I'm like, okay, we gonna move past it. In the moment, it's not like that for me all the time.
Yeah, just like everybody's different. Me, like, I'm really big on music. So that's what I found was like once you find something that's able to calm you down or switch your mood from feeling sad to happy or happy to sad or however you want to feel, just go with that. Like, mine is music. So I listen to music all day, every day. I go to sleep with music. I wake up to music.
What kind of music? What are we listening to?
Everything. I listen to everything.
Every joint, jazz, pop, hip-hop.
Hip-hop, R&B. Just really hip-hop and R&B.
Okay,
but it ranges.
Just say everything. Like,
okay,
if you look at my Spotify recap, you're going to be like, what?
Okay, mine ranges from, it's in between hip-hop and R&B, but it ranges from every version of hip-hop and R&B, though.
Okay.
So
Okay.
that's what I listen to. So I just listen to music all day. It calms me down, get me hype. It just get me how I want to feel, and then that's like my okay, I'm good.
Okay.
And I go on about my day.
What is your what is the song that if you're sad, you could play that and the instant mood shift?
Sad. I got a whole playlist, but
is it called sad playlist?
nah,
Some
it's
of my
just called
playlists
it's
are
called
right.
Don't Bother Me. It's called Don't Bother Me. But it's not even sad really. It's just more like female artists in there. I got like some Janae Aiko, some SZA, got like some Dandelion Hands. It's like a whole bunch of it ranges a whole bunch of songs, but it's more like a just relaxing really. So it gets me out of the sad mindset. It'll just calm me back to my base. Like, okay, I'm good now.
The music is a meditation for you.
Yeah, basically, yeah.
The acoustics within it. There's so much healing energy in music.
And if I want to sing or something, I can sing. I could let
Can you
however
sing?
I'm feeling. No.
He's just telling y'all he can't sing.
I
bet y'all
I practice though. I practice in the shower. I practice around the house. I'll sing a freestyle. I don't care.
Really?
I'll freestyle and I'll be singing like I'm Rod Wave or something, or I don't know. I just play music and I try to sing.
I can't sing, but I look like I can sing, y'all. I can't hold a tune, and I rarely know the words. If anything, I'm like mumbling.
I gotta know the words. I just put on the song I know. I'll try to sing it. Like I just try to get in a little voice like I don't know, like I'm the best singer in the world, and I'll try to sing.
Yeah, that's really, really powerful. It keeps you grounded in that kid-like play.
Yeah.
I think we all have to stay there. But when you talk about music, it's very healing. Even when you translate that to sound bath therapies and all of that, like not shock therapy, but what's the word I'm trying to use? Like radio frequencies and things like that. If you tried those, I would suggest trying those too.
I never tried. I heard it. I never tried it.
Yeah, I'll go to bed with if I'm really struggling, I'll do like a energy cleansing, and it's just like sounds and bells.
Actually, I do have like I think it's called an ambient playlist on my phone or something like that.
Ambient.
Oh, it's called ambient?
Yeah.
Oh,
ambient
I was just reading it like that.
sounds.
I don't know. I was just reading. I looked at it one time. I was like, oh, ambient, because I didn't really look at it. I'm like, all right, I got a playlist, and it's like I'll just play. It's just a whole bunch of sounds. I actually listen to stuff similar like that on game day. Actually,
Yeah.
I just listen to sounds, beats, just calm my mind. Because on game day, I'll be real hype, so I gotta come back down and calm down. Really
calm the nervous system. But the ambient sound, the goal of it, it's on a cellular level.
Yeah.
So it's not just the brain waves; it's your entire body and being. So I'll have to like share some. There's some really good ones. And even just meditation in itself, just being still, the music I often share with people. Meditation is simply just an inhale and an exhale. Everybody thinks you got to close your eyes, you have to be so still, but you can have a movement meditation where you're walking and you're just super present. Sometimes you can take the headphones off and it's just literally a breeze between your ears.
Yeah.
That is restorative. Or, if you are listening to a guided meditation because you want to practice just being able to sit still within yourself for a minute, 5 minutes. Deepak Chopra has some powerful guided meditations, hands down. So I feel like you're on that journey.
I'm getting there.
One day we'll see Taz with a meditation app. I'm trying to tell y'all.
I don't know about that one.
Sounds something. You never know. But my next question, so we talked about confidence. We talked about mindset. What do you do for fun?
That's a good question. I don't know. I've been trying to figure that out for so long. I just be having fun. I don't know.
What does that look like? Oh, okay.
I'll play the game. I really just do normal stuff. I don't like my free time because it be taken up with sports.
Okay.
So it's really like I'll sit there and do nothing. That's fun to me because I never get that.
What do you mean by nothing? Just like aimlessly watching TV?
Nothing. Literally lay down, nothing. Should watch TV, lay there, just be a couch potato.
Be still, yeah. This past Sunday, I was chilling, and my person was like, "Hey, Jas, what are you about to do?" And I'm like, "Absolutely
Yeah,
nothing.
like
Like, I'm
sometimes
gonna
you need
be
that.
still.
Yeah,
It's Sunday afternoon, Sunday morning. I don't want to get up. I don't want to talk to anybody. I want to look at the
exactly. It be like
clouds
that sometimes.
outside, and that's it. Like,
Yeah,
let me be."
yeah,
And it's always interesting because it took a long time for me to get there. It took
yeah.
a long time for me to I as I shared earlier, like myself when I was by myself.
Mm.
Like there's this like joy, like I can be by myself and like just be smiling. Like it's not like you know
Yeah,
what I'm talking about, where you're just like, this is beautiful. Like,
yeah. You don't gotta be bothered by nobody. If you don't feel like talking, you don't gotta talk. If I don't know, if you don't feel like being bothered, you don't gotta do nothing. You could do whatever you want on your own time. You don't
yeah.
gotta worry about nobody else. But just being alone sometimes it do. I ain't gonna lie, it is the best sometimes.
Yeah. How do you embrace the aloneness when it comes to like football or sports, the long hours, the time, all of that? A lot of times individuals say it feels lonely and I'm alone. How do you stay away from like, how do you enjoy the aloneness?
Really, just going back to the music part. Really, that's all I really need. Cause that's where I found out. That's what I like. Like music is everything I really needed for real. Like first I never really listened to music, and then once I started listening to it and realized I don't really need nothing. This could just bring me everything I need. It could bring my joy, my happiness, sadness, even if I want to be sad, my energy. So it was like with that I could be alone, just play me some music, and then I could be myself.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
Um, what's happening next for you? So you play, you're at Baylor.
yeah.
You're on Baylor Bears. My bad,
Nah,
y'all.
you good.
But what's next? Like this next season that's coming up, you're also studying to public health, but
Yeah.
entrepreneurship is a huge passion. Where do you see yourself in the next 5 years?
Uh, hopefully, if everything goes right, I'll be in the NFL.
Okay, we rooting for you.
Yeah, that's what I've been working for, and I have my own business. I actually am running a business right now, Taz Williams Co. Right here, we help athletes with everything. When it come to contract negotiations, talking to college coaches, getting them recruited, exposure and everything. We help them with that because not everybody can do that. It's hard. You don't got the right people just around you, so that's what we do for people. And by that time, just being in school and then learning about how to just run my own business because that's what I really want to study, or just really what I want to know from school, how to run my own business, so I can take that and then I can open up and go invest my money how I want to, and I can really open my business and expand it in so many different branches.
Mm. That how long have you guys had Taz Wilco?
We actually just started it, I want to say a couple months ago.
Oh my God,
Yeah, thank you.
congratulations. What
Thank you.
made you guys, and you're going into your freshman year or going into sophomore year?
I'm going to my freshman year. I graduated early high school, so I've been there since January. Just got acclimated, just adapted to the college lifestyle. And then once the school year comes, I'll still be a freshman.
Okay, so freshman
Yeah.
starting season as well.
Yeah.
But in addition to that, you also have your own business with your
Yeah.
dad. How are you going to balance all of that?
It's
What
easy.
does balance look like?
It's easy when you got the business. It's not supposed to be like all the pressure's on you. We got a whole bunch of people that help us with the business, so it really takes the pressure off me, and I can focus on football when the season comes around, fall camp comes around in the next couple of weeks. Because my pops, he's gonna make sure the business stays afloat, and I'm just gonna be there to help and support. And once stuff start flowing and everything, then we're gonna be good.
As you were talking, it made me think you're in your God gift and you're just sharpening that gifts and talents.
Yeah.
That it's like people don't sorry, my throat. People don't always realize when you're outside of, and not that I don't want people to hear seek your purpose, because sometimes you're seeking something and your purpose is exactly where you are in that moment.
Yeah.
That's where you're meant to be. but it sounds like there's this effortless flow because you're in your gift.
Mm.
Like if it's just playing football or just being yourself or being able to teach back what you've learned, you're in your gift. So it's easy to step away. It's easy to, go left, right, whatever, because you're already within your gift. And
Yeah.
people learn to sit within your gift, you'll be able to receive. Years ago, I said, I willed everything my way, and I had realized, like, I didn't leave room for God.
Yeah.
I left no room for God. It was like, if I want to do something, I'm going to go get it, do it, will it, everything. And then I was exhausted because I was like, well, dang.
Exactly. You need him. Yeah.
There's no help. And now there's this on the other side of that, sitting in my own gift, which is why I'm like, wow, it has to be just powerful to be at 19 in your gift.
Yeah.
So divinely in your gift that there's this flow that you can talk about business and then go to school and then come back and like see all these different sides of yourself.
Yeah. I don't know. It don't really seem like it's hard at all because, like I said, I let God handle everything first. Go through him. Without him, I'm nothing. So just feel like once I told myself that and I really believed that, that's when everything became easier. Like everything just became super easy. Became like I'm not even really doing it for real. Like he's just doing all the work for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When you say that, y'all, I'm not even kidding. When it even comes to my podcast, I have like a list of people seek me out to say, hey, I have this person for your podcast. That when I first started, or even when I talk with other podcasters, they're like, so what do you do when you don't have a guest? And I'm like, well, I don't have that problem at all. Like,
exactly.
I have an abundance of guests. If anything, I have to reject people and say, hey, like, I have to sit down with people. We interview, we prep because I want to know your story. I want to get to the meat of it and share that. But I also know I'm in my God gift. And so I'm like, this morning when I woke up, I'm like, wow, like it just flows. The pages are growing. Things are effortless. I get to just show up. Like this morning getting ready, I was like, you just get to be cute. You get to do your hair, do your makeup, meditate a little bit, listen to your book, read your book, make your coffee. And like your day is filled with the things you get to talk to people. I love talking to people. Yeah, exactly. I got the gift of gab. So I'm just like, yo, put the camera in front of me. Like I get to have that day. But what you're hearing Taz talk about is the work behind the scenes. You don't get to just show up and God's like, hey, here's the gift. You pray for certain things. You talk to God about certain things. He's going to send you the ingredient and the tool you need. You do not sit waiting for the gift package with the bow.
Exactly. He's not going to send it all in one, how you expect, like you said, with the gift and bow. I forgot what I was watching. I was watching something, and it was like, it was this thing or something. It was like a dude I seen on Instagram. He was like he was drowning or something, and knowing the flood with the house or something. He was sitting on top of the house. He was praying to God. Was like, God, can you send me help? He sent, I think, a dude on the boat.
Yeah.
He was like, no, I'm good. I'm waiting on God. He sent somebody else. I forgot what it was. He's like, no, I'm waiting on God. He sent somebody in a helicopter, and he was waiting on God. He ended up drowning or something.
Yeah, I saw that too.
And then God was like, I sent you all the gifts.
I sent you help and
I sent you all the helps and everything. And then
you didn't take it.
I forgot what happened. Yeah, exactly.
He
didn't
ended
take
up
it.
drowning. He didn't take it. So he sends he's drowning essentially, and he says, hey, God, send help.
Yeah.
He screeches out help. We all do this. We screech out help. But our thoughts and our minds are fixated on what help looks like. We want help in the form that we think we need help. You got to realize he's giving help from a sustainable place. It's not just help in this moment. It's help in a way that's not going to get you in that moment ever again.
Yeah, exactly.
It's going to be the tools, the resources, the skill set, the mindset, the understanding that you won't be in this circumstance again, right? And so you don't see the help. You don't see when a fisherman comes and says, hey, get on the boat.
Yeah, exactly.
Who's going to teach you, like, okay, if you even got a small boat, we going to get back to land.
Yeah.
You don't come with a helicopter that's going to show you how big this, like, so we see it from our limited mind. And that's why I said, you're going to receive the ingredient. If you think about baking a cake, eggs, you cannot bake a cake without eggs.
Yeah, facts. Yeah.
You can't. So if you receive eggs, you're gifted the most amazing thing, so that you know from with the eggs, then I put this in and that in and this in. If you get David slayed the giant, it was like you got the tool to learn to slay. Like you got to actually put in motion. And so everything, this effortless flow that you hear Taz talk about, is because the cultivation, the daily practice. If you do not have a daily practice of something, you're not going to get to see the reward of the effortless. It doesn't get easy. It's if you just want it to always be easy, if you say, you know, hey, I want 100 million followers, but you put no work into understanding. There's so many people who are marketers, and it grinds my gears because I'm like, babe, you don't really know how to market. You just know how to, you know, being in business, and you'll learn this in business. Like everybody's marketing, and I'm just trying to understand why y'all are marketing.
Yeah.
Teach
it's
me
not
something.
for everybody.
Right.
It's not for everybody. It's not easy. It takes time, research, and just learning how the game goes. Really, you can't just go on there, think you know it, or think it's gonna happen off one post or just one interaction with somebody. It's just a grind.
Yeah, and nobody owed you anything. You gotta put your 10,000 hours in. I say that on every podcast. If you don't put your 10,000 hours in, like when people think, oh, somebody all of a sudden popped, or all of a sudden their business popped, or all of a sudden, I'm like, you didn't see that. You don't know if that's 10 years of work that they now are sharing. You don't know how many hours and books and this and that they've read. So keep doing y'all daily practice. And Taz, before we leave, on your drive home, if there's one thing you're like, man, I wish I would have left people with this, what is maybe something you're like, I gotta leave the people with that?
I'll say grow through whatever you grow through. So me, it's like, cause I got that from my friend. He actually passed away. It was something he lived by, and I really never knew what that meant. And I sat down, I looked, and I just thought, I'm like, you do got to grow through everything you go through, even if it's bad or good. You got to grow from it, because then you're gonna be more wise, more mature, and if it happened again, you're gonna know what to do. Yeah. So that's just something I go by. I just want to give that to them.
That's good. That's gold. If y'all got nothing else, grow through whatever you go through. You're gonna be better on the other side of that. So Taz, how can people keep up with you, follow you, your business, football this upcoming season?
Yeah, I'm gonna start with the business. The business, you can follow us on Instagram and TikTok at Taz Will Co, TazWillCo, and my Instagram is Taz.1x. I'm on TikTok also, Lil Taz Vert. And the season, you just gotta stay tuned. We open up with Auburn August 29th. It's a Friday night game. It's gonna be a big game, and yeah, we're gonna show out.
Thank you, Taz. Thank you for joining me, Jas Kirk, on Comfortable Conversations. Remember, the greatest gift life can offer you is discomfort. It's what shapes us, teaches us, and helps us grow. If today's episode resonated with you, share it with someone who might need it, and don't forget to subscribe so you never miss a conversation. Until next time, keep embracing life's challenges as opportunities to create your masterpiece. Your canvas is waiting. Go paint it beautifully.